We got that Papa Pig. We got that Papa Pig. We got that Papa Pig. Papa Pig. We got that Papa Pig. Papa Pig.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Let's get it started.
Welcome. Greetings and welcome to POPPA PANK. I am Jaylene Clark Owens, and this is my co-host and my friend.
I'm Justin Jane.
And we are welcoming you to the show. You are now listening to the tunes of Ill Dutes with their song Terabon. Terabon is a song from their album called An Octoroon. An Octoroon is a play by Brandon Jacobs Jenkins. And doing that play, that's where me and Justin met. And we have been engaging in shenanigans ever since. Tonight, we are so excited because we have very special guest, Khalil Kain, in the building. So grab your pop a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the shenanigans.
Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and start firing those comments to the side there. Hi, Mama Pa. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. We want to thank a lot of people before we begin. We first want to thank our producer, Theater Horizon, part of our thanks. Jaylene, I just saw those nails. What are those nails you got on?
Oh, yes. I haven't had on nails in a long time, but I was like, you know what? We having a guest. Let me put on my nails. So these are actually press-ons by Anonymous Nose. Now, Stephanie, she's the one that does the nails. She's not exactly doing press-ons anymore right now at this moment. But if you are in the Philadelphia area, she is at the salon at House of Bling. And so you can get your nails done. You can find out more information about her right here on Instagram. Peep the link below at nail_junkies0818.
Yes.
That's for our podcast listeners, who can't see us right now. I wanted to make sure I spelled it out.
And speaking of our listeners, we want to thank you, Pank Papas. We want to thank any of you who are tuning in with us right now, any new viewers who may be watching us live for the first time. Thank you to all of you who are following us on social media. If you're not doing it yet, go please do. And as Jaylene said, we are both Philadelphia-based actors, writers, teachers, artists, and friends.
Yes. And so we have a very exciting episode coming up featuring the Khalil Kain, aka known as Darnell from Girlfriends. Yes, Cletus, hold on. We get in there. We don't want to waste no more time. You see, the people are ready. They're ready. They are ready. They are excited. So let's just jump right in, Justin. I think it's about that time.
I think so too.
Get your glass so we can clank.
It's time for that. Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
And cheers.
And
cheers. Arriba, abajo, al centro, pa' dentro.
Jingle of
Una cara.
I'm telling you, by the time we get to episode 35, this is going to be the whole episode. It's just one big toast. A lot of inside jokes in there for those of you that don't know us, but I want to share with you. Hopefully you all have a drink. Whatever you're drinking, type it in the chat. Let's see what you have tonight. I am drinking a garnacha from Viña Borgia. This is a wine, a Spanish wine, very delicious, berry notes, peppery. It's just the right thing for a fall evening.
Yeah.
Jaylene, what are you drinking?
I am drinking some Malibu Black.
Ooh.
Because, Black power. So I had to get the black version, okay, of the Malibu. Malibu. Malibu, too, can be appropriate, too. We'll get to that in Tickles Pank. But Malibu Black with some juice.
Malibu and juice. That's a good one.
Yes.
What are they drinking out there? I ran out of Pank, so I'm drinking a beer. Yes, Paul. And tonight calls for single malt scotch. Yes. Sit back and relax and enjoy our guest, Cabernet Sauvignon. Yes. And Moscato.
Okay, girl.
We got some class tonight. It is classy up in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, these
But
drinks certainly have me tickled pink. How about you, Justin?
Yeah, it sure does. So Tickle Pink is a segment where we share something that has us tickle pink or is bringing us joy this for the past week. Now, for me, I'm gonna say it. It has been the election. The election, the election, the election. I have been loving all the dancing in the streets. You know, all year long, all pandemic, people have been taken to the streets for various reasons. So it's so nice to see the unity and the joy and the dancing all over Philadelphia right at noon and all the way through the night. That has been getting me through this whole week. But also, I keep hyping it up here, but at FDR Park, the South Philly Meadows, if you haven't been yet, go take a walk, go get in nature, go be socially distant with your friends. And I've also been watching the newest season of the Great British Baking Show, which is wild because they've been doing it in a bubble. Like they've all quarantined and been in a bubble, and now they're filming. And I know some things about being in a bubble, filming things.
I know you do. I know you do.
What has you tickle pink? Philly brings it home. Yes, you do.
I am so excited. I hear an echo, but we're going to just pray that away. I am so excited that, you know, people all over the country got out and voted. I mean, record numbers. And I'm just so happy that, you know, Pennsylvania ultimately is what pushed Biden over. So I'm like, that's one of my votes. One of my votes was in there. So I was very happy about that. That had me so tickled pink hearing the news. It was just great. And I'm so happy about Kamala, you know, being the first woman, being the first Black woman, being the first Indian woman, being the first Asian woman, being the first South Asian woman, being the HBCU grad, being an AKA, being West Indian, being Jamaican, being Caribbean. Like, whew, she is just, I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. I am tickled all the way pink. And of course, today, what has me so tickled pink, I don't know why I'm hearing it doesn't have me tickled pink.
Is it you have an echo right now?
I'm hearing myself back to myself. But you know what? The devil is a liar. And we're just gonna, we're gonna give it a second.
Here we are. Is it all better?
It feels like every time I talk, it wants to do something, but it's not. We're not going to do that today. Okay. So interwebs, that's not what we're doing. Okay. So you get yourself together because I am about to bring out our guest and we're not going to have that yet tonight. Okay.
I must tell you,
right.
Nobody is spared in a pandemic when it comes to doing things online. Nobody is spared. We've seen this on Versus. We've seen this on Insta Live with celebrities. We've seen this in Zoom calls. And now here we're seeing it at POPPA PANK.
Exactly. Internet. Sound. Whoever's listen. That. Thank you, Mama Pat. All right. I think we're good. Justin, are you hearing me?
I'm fine and I'm hearing you. Are you fine? Am I fine and you're hearing me?
You fine and I'm hearing you. So
all right.
I'm starting to hear another echo again. Actually, Pink Papas, can y'all just tell us real quick in the comments, are y'all hearing an echo? Because if the sound is all right for y'all, then that's good. Maybe we just hearing stuff on our end. Okay, EJ is saying all good now. Okay, well then. Let me get ready to bring in our special guest. So we here at POPPA PANK are very excited to welcome Khalil Kain. Before we bring him out, we got to get into this bio, okay? Here we go. Khalil Kain was born and raised in New York City. Okay. A 20-plus year veteran actor, best known for his turn as Raheem in the urban classic film Juice. Khalil has been in 8 feature films, last seen in Tyler Perry's For Colored Girls. Kain played the character Darnell as a series regular on the television show Girlfriends for 6 seasons. As an educator, Khalil taught a course titled Responsibility of Imagery at City College in New York City and also instructed youth at the Harlem School of the Arts, whoop, whoop, and drama. Khalil directed a production of Sam Shepard's Buried Child at Aaron Davis Hall on the campus of City College in Harlem, USA, where he sits on the board for the City College Center of the Arts. Khalil has now penned his first play, Lambs to Slaughter, which has been workshopped at the Cell as part of the Blackboard Reading Series and Seymour Festival. Lambs to Slaughter will be produced by the Negro Ensemble Company, Incorporated, in May of 2021. Khalil's second play, Uncovered Wagon, is completed and in development at the Negro Ensemble Company, Inc. So I need y'all to start typing it in the comments. Put your emoji claps, do your virtual drum roll, and get ready to welcome to the stage, Khalil Kain.
What it is.
Welcome, Khalil. Welcome to POPPA PANK. What is your papa drank there?
Cheers. A little Johnny Black. In the back.
I love it.
So thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to ask you a few questions, and because we're all about shenanigans, we're going to play some games afterward. While we ask all these questions, Pank Papas in the chat, ask any questions you might have for Khalil, and we'll do our best to get them answered by the end. But first, we always start, Khalil, with our guests asking their initial impressions of us. Now, we just met today, but you and Jaylene know each other. Do you mind telling us how you and Jaylene know each other, or what you remember of your meeting?
I know Jaylene from the theater. That's where I know Jaylene. We were there to, experience all of her artistry, what she had to offer to the culture. And let me say, dear Justin, it is much, a handful. Without a doubt.
I know. I have experienced it firsthand as well. Jaylene, what about you? How do you remember meeting Khalil, and what were your impressions?
Oh my goodness, Khalil, you had too much. So Khalil and I met. Yes, we met in the theater. I was a producing associate for the play The Great Mac Daddy by Paul Carter Harrison, and Khalil played, yes, give it up. And Khalil, right, listen, if you don't know Paul Carter Harrison, look him up. He played Skag, was his character, and I just remember first day of rehearsal, and I was all nervous. This was 2012, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna meet Darnell from Girlfriends. And Khalil was super nice, like very gracious from day one. I was also part of the marketing team, so I was controlling all the social media. Whenever I needed a photo for something, Khalil was always like ready and available. So I just remember him being very, very gracious from day one. So those are my first impressions of Khalil.
And Justin, this is under the situation of me playing this character, Skag, who was like 10 different people and essentially just devil. So
Yes.
yeah,
Exactly. He had to do a complete flip. Like he was nothing like his character.
Oh, I gotta tell you, when I met Jaylene, I was a very different character than who I am. And everybody out there, if you don't know Brendan Jacobs Jenkins and his play in Octoroon, you all should. And we were going through the fire, weren't we, in that show, Jaylene?
Oh yes, we were. But look what it has led to. It has led to us being here in this moment, and I am just so happy about that. Now, one thing that I was also happy about is that Girlfriends is on Netflix. Okay, and if y'all have not watched Girlfriends, you need to go onto Netflix after the show, of course, and go catch up on all the seasons. Girlfriends is a show that when I was younger, when it first came out, I did not watch. I kind of couldn't watch it because at that time I was a teenager, and the lives of these 30-something-year-olds, they were. It was a little too grown for me, and I believe my parents thought so as well. What you said, Khalil?
I ain't say nothing.
So I couldn't watch it then, but now that I am one of those 30-something-year-olds, I'm so happy that I was able to enjoy it. My husband and I watched the whole thing, and I loved it. So so I loved watching Girlfriends. And so I'm just so happy that we get to have you on the show, that your work is being put out there right now for folks to consume and everything. So it's just wonderful. So thank you so much for being here, Khalil.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to meet Justin. This is amazing. You know, we have this thing now. Great to reconnect with you, and it's great to reconnect with the audience. But I'm not shocked, but I am happily surprised at the embrace that this show, the way this has happened on it. I mean, my phone's been ringing, and it's strange because as an actor to come in on a show that's already established, in a support as a support mechanism, you come in and they already have a family set up. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw it, like Flex Alexander hired to play Darnell. He got a show, and so he left. They had to find a new one. I almost got Darnell. There was another actor who got it, and I remember meeting him at the last joint when we came in. It was just me and him. I was like, oh, so I guess it's between me and him. Cool. He got it. Cool. First run through with the network, they weren't happy. Had to go, but they called me and asked me if I would come in and audition again. I was like, no.
That's incredible. I love those. Like,
I know, the inside scoop. So I guess they did their, audition and did a new round. They didn't find it. They said, let's go back to Khalil, ask him if he'll come on. I said yes, and I was hired to do 3 episodes of Girlfriends. Three, count them, 3 episodes.
Really?
Come on, Jaylene, you know how we do. Don't let us in the house. Don't let the house. Let me in the house now. Come on.
well, that's amazing to have gone from that to what it is now.
Exactly.
3 episodes to 6 seasons. Holla at your boy.
Yes. Here's to that, Khalil. Here's to that.
Yeah, but it was lovely. And to be surrounded by super talented people like Mara Brock Akil, brilliant woman. She's is all get out. Like, she's crazy. Now her hair's all crazy. It looks amazing. But it was I missed that job terribly. It was a wonderful place to go to work. Wonderful place.
Yeah, I'm always curious.
Golden Brooks and I had was what it was. Golden is fierce. I loved working with her. I loved playing with her on the set. I mean, we did the damn thing. It was a lot of fun.
I'm always curious about that relationships that we forge in the film world and the relationships we forge in the theater world. They're 2 very different mediums and 2 very different sort of tribes of people that you sometimes run into. What are some of the differences that you've noticed and that you love about both of those environments?
I think working in the theater, these are sort of, in the entertainment community, they're the working class.
Yeah.
They get their, they fill up their lunch and they go to work, and everybody that, and we do the damn thing. Moving to television and film, you're dealing with performers that are really looking to be stars, super someday. So a lot of them have that attitude, or they're already who they are. Their mother is Diana Ross. Like, what? But it is what it is. You can't. I'm telling you, one Christmas, I'm sitting in my room. Tracy Ellis Ross, Lil, I got you something for Christmas. I was like, oh my God, no, Tracy, you didn't have to do it. She goes, it's not a big deal. It's just a little thing, because I ain't getting nothing. So I felt some kind of way. So I was, trying to. And she said, Khalil, really, it's a thing. It's good. I'm bye. It is Lady Sings the Blues, and on the cover it says, Merry Christmas, Khalil. Love, Diana Ross.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Like, yeah, it's just a little thing. Oh my God! You know, this is fucking amazing. Yeah, I mean, but see, it's stuff like that, you know, that you can't. But yeah, all my other people, you know, I love them. All my, I try to keep my relationships real and honest. I try to be consistent in how I carry myself and how I treat people. I bring an authentic self so that when people see me 6 months from now or 6 years from now, they see the same Khalil, right, Jaylene?
That's right.
Oh, see?
Right. We're here 8 years later, and I'm still seeing the same authentic Khalil. You know, you talked about working in the theater versus working in film. You are such a multifaceted person. You're film, TV, theater, but then not just an actor, you are also a professor. You are also a playwright. Like, you have your hat just all over the place. So I want to know, how does
Go ahead.
how does your work in one field inform or help you in the others? And are there ever moments where wearing so many hats creates a conflict, whether internally or with other people?
So it informs because I allow it to inform. I know a dancer. That was one of the Alvin Ailey dancers. I mean, she just stopped dancing. Her name is Hope Brooks. She's brilliant. She's famous. She's amazing. Beautiful Black woman, shaved head, this big and tall. Ooh, I love Hope Brooks. But asked me if I would be interested in coming to a rehearsal. They were doing a new piece, and if I would be interested to come to an Alvin Ailey rehearsal and just chill and check it out. Yeah, I think yes on that. But what I didn't realize was how it was going to inform my work. Watching the best of what we have to offer out there, like in their sweats, like creating. It inspired me. It gave me, you know, just thoughts or words and phrasing from movement. Now, if you allow what you do, whatever the experience is, to inform your art, then you will be informed. As far as doing all of these things, again, allowance. I just allow it to happen. I'm not the most ambitious person, so it's not like these are presented to me. Acting was presented to me. This was not something that I chased down or was a little kid and thought, oh, I want to be an actor one day. I want to be. No, I had no. I'm a young Black man in America just trying to deal with the fact that everything I hear and see is telling me I am less than what I know I am. So to kind of make these decisions of like, I'm going to be this. No, what I am going to do is be free and open to everything that I see and hear to allow me to be my best me. So all of these opportunities in theater, in film, in television, were all about somebody saying, come here, you know, yes, and allowing whatever I have in me, again, to speak honestly, just tell the truth and be willing to, like, you know, make a mistake here and there, be willing to not be amazing, willing to have fun, you know, and grow from that and learn from that. Be daring to do all of it, get up on stage, get in front of the camera, direct, write. I mean, and for all of y'all that don't know, and I'm going to say this just because I'm on POPPA PANK, and trust me, I don't go saying this all the time. All of the acting I've done, I have a 28-year acting career. All the directing I've done, producing, right, that I have never taken classes for any of this. Of it. Under my own steam and all under the love and care of other artists that were generous enough to share with me. Artists like Ruby D, artists like Gregory Hines, you know, but I've been fortunate enough to be able to be around Sidney Poitier, Lou Gossett Jr., to be around these people, Tyler Perry, you know, to be around these people, Mara Pakakil, you know, Per Jill, Golden, Trace, like, and to not be afraid to say thank you. Y'all are dope as hell. Like, today, look at this. I mean, because when I went to Girlfriends, I didn't know anything about sitcom. And it is a specific craft.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know how to hold for the laughs. You got to know how to, and that's when nobody's in the audience. Like, you got to know the rhythm of this and just be available to listen. Just listen and appreciate. I mean, you know dope when you see it. You know when something's fly. You're like, oh, damn.
That's how do you balance it all? How do you balance all of that with your personal life and like finding time? You don't.
Like, all of us are crazy trying to balance this shit. It's impossible. Stop trying. Just ride it out. Just be available to the fact and the knowledge that it's a cycle. It's going to go around. It's crazy right now, but it's going to get nice again. Crazy again, but it's fine. That's called life.
I think that's so important because I know I'd be stressing myself out. Okay, I got to balance this. I gotta, but you can't be in control of everything. I like what you said. Just ride it out. Just do your thing and ride it out.
That's really heartening to hear, actually, because I feel like I'm a person that has like a million things going all at the same time, running from this thing to that thing, barely have time for my relationships and like my personal life. And yeah, it's impossible. And it's hard
to prioritize. But in prioritizing, you have to be, again, honest.
Yeah.
And be willing to be honest with other people. Because so I'm just not that important. Yeah, you're not. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, my child is more important. My mother's more important.
Yeah.
My work is more important.
I'm curious about your work as a teacher. Can you talk a little bit about your work as a teacher and this class that you've designed, Responsibility of Imagery? What is that?
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
Wanted me to do a class. I asked them, what do you want me to teach? They said, whatever you want. So my feeling is that at this point in time, and this was years ago, and it's still the case today, we have entertainers of color going out, not understanding that the images we send out into the world truly influence. We always think, oh, we're influencing the children, and we are, but we are influencing the adults and how they move around in the world on a day-to-day basis. Like, I will see something. All right, for example, when they announced that Biden was the president-elect, I could hear out my window the traffic outside. I live in New York City. I live right off the West Side Highway. The Hudson River is right there. The cars were just bump, 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 bump. I hear people screaming. All the terrorists down in my building. People are hitting pots and screaming and yelling. All right, you know, I got to go outside. It's a beautiful day. I got to go outside. I forgot in all the hullabaloo of the election that I had just bought the new Busta Rhymes album. But because of the I hadn't listened to it. Now, I walk outside, it's 70 degrees. Joe Biden has just won the election. I hit play, Busta Rhymes, and I'm like, yo, it's on right now. We won. I'm like walking down the street, like, yeah. Now, fortunately, it was Busta and his new album, amazing. But it set a tone for me as a human being in that moment. You know, he represented in his lyrics and in his music everything that I was feeling as a black man in that moment. Everything. Pick the wrong image, and it changes the whole outlook. You know. So in my class, you know, we went, you know, Gordon Parks, Diego Rivera, you know, Paul Robeson. You know, I'm letting them understand, like, you know, these are Tupac Shakur imagery that, you know, try and decipher this, figure out what this means to you, but then figure out what it means to the culture. And then having your culture go out and transpose that for the rest of the world so they understand who the hell we are.
I love that. What do you think is that's amazing. I love that. What do you think is like irresponsible use of imagery or irresponsibility in relation to imagery?
Lil Wayne taking a photo op with
Yep. Yeah, we get it. And that's really important too for young artists to understand that when you are making your art, when you're out there on stage or in film, that what you say and what you do matters, and that people have a magnifying glass on you, no matter how small the project you might think it is. Yeah, I love that you're teaching that out there.
Art informs culture. I mean, and you both know that. Doing Out the Room, you understand how deep you can embed underneath someone's skin.
Yes, those words, like the words are so important. What words you use and how that affects you, especially in a play like an Octoroon. I mean,
right. So as an artist, yes, and all these kids that say I want to act, I want to rap. Okay, now you have to understand your responsibility as an artist, as you walking around and people, you know. I mean, it's important to me. 28 years in the game, it's always been important to me to never embarrass, to never. And when I say my people, I'm talking about you, Justin. I'm talking about you, Jalen. But I'm also talking about my mother, my sister, my brother, my children, their children. I remember going to see this Basquiat exhibit that was here in the city 2 years ago. It was amazing. And I had my niece with me. And my niece at the time was 14. And we're walking and, you know, we're checking out the art, but then people were coming over and asking if they could have a picture. And my niece like leaned over and she was like, sometimes I forget. And I was like, me too.
What did she, wait, I missed it. Sometimes she forgets what?
That I'm famous, you know, because at the house chilling, that's my baby girl. But I told her, me too. But you can't forget, you know, you have to treat people graciously. You have to understand that people are watching. You have to understand that they're listening, you know, that they will take away your words and do what they will with them. So make them good, make them powerful words that inspire, you know, and feel good.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, go ahead. Guys,
I mean, you are a true artist with words. You're a playwright, you're an actor, you're a director, you teach. Can you talk with us about using words to affect change and how they're especially important in the current political and social climate?
So I got hired to teach teenagers drama at Harlem School of the Arts. So I came up with this curriculum that I thought was, and then got there and realized that they were not capable. They weren't ready yet. They will be ready right now. I spent that first semester teaching them how to shake a hand, teaching them how to look people in the eye, teaching them how to vocalize and actually be heard, teaching them how to calm their nerves, get their breath to a place where they can actually, you know, say what they need to say. And posture, how you stand and walk around in the world and seeing their spine get straight. That was something politically I think is a big deal for us as marginalized people in this country to learn. And if you teach that to a Black child at 12 years old, 13 years old, you've done something.
Yes. Well, now speaking of words, a few years back, you sent me your new play at the time, Lambs for Slaughter, and asked me to share my thoughts. So I'm really excited to hear that it will be getting produced by the Negro Ensemble Company in 2021. I enjoyed the play, so I'm really excited to just see it, hear it. So can you talk to us about your process in developing this play and why it is a play that you feel the world needs to hear now?
Jillian, it is such a different day. I mean,
really,
I've really just continued to work on it and develop it and hand it to the right people and take the feedback and do something with it. Last year, and I had it in such a good place. We did a reading and everybody was excited about it, bringing in musicians, doing this whole thing. And then I went to Pittsburgh and did a production of Pipeline. So with Reg, do you know Reg L. Douglas? You know Reg? He directed Reg L. Douglas, Reginald Douglas. All right. Young, Black, gay, fabulous. Reg is amazing. Reg directed Pipeline. So we dig in on Dominic Morisseau play. Dominique, I love you. I love you. I love you, Dominique. She's amazing. What an amazing playwright. What an amazing Black woman. Those who don't know, please look this woman up. Dominique Morrisseau is everything. MacArthur, genius. Holla. Now, we dig into this play. I have wonderful experience in theater. I'm an informed artist, and I realized I had to go back and do some work on my play. I was like, yo. I was like, damn, I'm looking at her play, I'm looking at my play. I was like, I need to get back in the lab. So I came home and got after it, and and started all over again, and we're in a great place. I think Lambs to Slaughter, I would not say it is a traditional play. It's more of an event, and we have a live band. We are going to go into the space and tell the story. It talks about the Black family. It talks about the mourning of our loss historically. I don't know. I lost my cousin, in 96. Cousin Dorian. He was murdered down on the Lower East Side in 96, shot in the back by a friend of his, a quote unquote friend of his. They had beef, whatever. I knew the kid. And I realized, because when I first started writing this play, it was all about, gun violence and, us killing each other on the street and what we're going to do about it. As I've developed this play, I realized it had nothing to do with that. It all had to do with and my mourning experience. The play was about this mother mourning. No, this play is about me mourning, and me never really mourn correctly because I was working. I was doing a film called Renaissance Man. I mourn. And how do you do? Thank you, Charisma. How do you mourn a murder? If somebody passes away, like, you can digest that. When somebody is murdered, somebody that you love, how do you come to grips with that? And I'm this gets up on stage and I'm able to share it with audience after audience. I will have exercised this in some way. So even that, now that I've vocalized it, Lambs to Slaughter is an exorcism, baby. That's what it is. It's popping. Like, we digging in. The poetry workshop that we're setting up, development for 2021, when we put it up on stage, starts next week. Going down.
Well, I cannot wait. I hope I can see it, that it will be able to actually be up on the stage. Lord, please let us get back to theater.
Really about when they let us back in,
Yeah. Well, we will be looking out for it, most definitely. Now, go ahead, Khalil.
No, we're gonna. I'm hoping we're gonna be able to get some tape from the workshop, from the poetry workshop, to be able to, get people primed and ready, and maybe raise some funds so that the artists, designers, everybody who works on this play can be paid what they deserve to be paid. That's been a big thing.
Hello.
Been talking about, working with NEC, like, they have to get paid. This person, the dramaturg has to, this person is who they are. These are professionals. These people are amazing at what they do. Like, I'm tired of us writing and creating from a place of deficit.
Say that.
So, we're only going to get this budget, so I'm going to write something with 3 characters. No, write to the level of your imagination. Write 35 characters if that's what you have in your spirit. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. Like, Uncovered Wagon has a giant 2-headed wolf that's, preying on the people. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, like that. Yeah, where we're at. That is where we're at. Yeah.
Well, y'all need to be making sure y'all keep an eye and ear out. Make sure you following. Yes, get that drink. Following Khalil Kain on Instagram so you can know when these projects come up. like I said in the beginning of the episode, my husband and I just finished watching Girlfriends, and in that final season, we had to stop abruptly. We stopped on episode 13, I believe it was. So the show had gotten canceled. It stopped. Now, many people in the world this year have been dealing with very similar situations, especially as artists, where projects have been canceled, postponed, stopped in the middle, or even, you rehearsed and then it was time for opening night and you didn't even get to open your show. So speaking from that experience with Girlfriends stopping abruptly, what advice do you have for artists out there who have had projects canceled? How do you deal with that? How do you move on?
I'll give the exact same advice that I give to people that say they want to get into show business. Like, how do I be successful? I'm like, stay. If you really feel like you have something to offer the people, like something that's offer the culture through your artistry, stay until that happens. And this situation, stay, hang out, like, in your heart, like, this is something that you want to happen. This is something that your spirit needs to happen, and there's no other way to stay.
Thank you.
I love that. You've dropped so many wisdom nuggets for our young viewers out there. We have so many young artists and people that are just entering the field, and it's just been so heartening to hear and really, really inspiring. I've got one last question, and then we'll ask some questions from our audience here. Jaylene, am I breaking up on my side of the screen a little bit? No, okay. So let's keep talking about pandemic a little bit. I'm curious what you think, as both a filmmaker and a theater maker, what you're hoping changes through this moment. I feel like this historical moment, both pandemic and socially and culturally, a lot has been breaking open and a lot is changing and evolving. What do you hope is changed when we get on the other side of this?
I think a lot of artists make the mistake of trying to what they think the producer wants, what the casting director wants, what the director wants, what the people want, what's popular now, instead of trying to sell that, sell what it is you make, sell what is you as an artist bring to the table. Now, I think through this pandemic, people had to come to like who they are, what they believe, like truly, because in a lot of instances, it's your life, we're talking about now. I think if things were different and Trump had been reelected, we would be evaluating sort of everything, like how we're about to move, because your life could be in danger. Be honest. When the smoke clears and we're allowed back to the field, tell the truth, do your thing, be honest, say how you feel. Like share something authentic. You've had all this time. Don't go back out there and try to play. That doesn't really get it done. Like, just go tell the truth.
I love that. Well, thank you, Khalil, for answering our questions. We do have a question here from Mama Pat. That's what we call her. She is the resident stage manager at the Wilma. And her question is, how did you come to the decision to accept the role for Colored Girls?
I accepted the role for Colored Girls because I got read the riot act by my agent at the time. At the time, I was at an agency called Innovative. And look, I grew up in New York City. I grew up in East Village. I remember when Colored Girls was at the Public Theater. Enzazaki Shange was in theater workshops with my father at the East Wind in Harlem. At the beginning, it was the Last Poets up there. My father is Khalil Kain. He's one of the original Last Poets. The Young Lords were up there. The Panthers were up there. Amiri Baraka was up there. Enzazaki Shange was up there. So I remember when it was happening, my mother said, "You better not fuck it up." I read the first script that was sent to me for the auditions and everything. It was what it was. They continued to work on it. It got better. But I was told, if you want to be in a film this year, you're going to say yes. You're going to go in there and audition. It wasn't even like it was offered. Like, you're going to go audition.
Oh, well then. So I guess you win.
Yeah.
Okay. And here we are. And here we are. And you did a phenomenal job.
If people think that business is like a game and that it's fun and all, you know, it's all about your talent and you're going to go and be, no, there are so many hoops to jump through and political intrigue and asses to get ready.
Yep.
I'm gonna get ready because I do want to do more like on camera stuff. So I'm gonna be talking to you, Khalil. Give me some advice.
Happily. You might be a wrong person. I might get you in trouble though. Oh shit.
Well, I think it is about time for us to get into those shenanigans that we often get into, that we always get into on Papa Pank. So it is time for us to do some Pank games. Now, this first game that we have is called Rapid Fire, and Justin's going to lead us off with that.
Yeah, so Khalil, this is just basically what's the first thing that comes to mind when we ask these 10 questions? And they're different for every guest, and they're silly and they're fun. So just take a deep breath. After I ask the question, what's the first thing that comes to mind? You ready? So, one of the most inspiring film actors that you've seen?
Robert De Niro.
Your favorite snack?
Chips and salsa.
A pandemic hobby that you've picked up?
Playing the guitar.
Oh. Phone call or text?
Text.
A book you've recently read or are reading?
What's it called? I couldn't come up with the word axioms.
There it is.
Kwame Nkrumah.
Because you go to Ghana.
Everybody's going to Ghana. Up and
Yes.
Night owl or early bird?
Night owl.
A guilty pleasure? All right, there we go. Good. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Live audience or recorded live?
Live audience.
A favorite pet?
A favorite pet, Bowie. Now, Bowie is a Chinese crested. Those of you who do know or don't know, a Chinese crested is a very ancient, magical dog. They are naked. They have hair. They do not have fur. Now, they descend from the wild African dogs, are mostly African and South American. Yo, this dog saved my life. Okay. I got my first one. Her name was Lily, but she got sick. She got pancreatitis when she was 4 and quickly passed away. I got Lily after divorce, and my daughter was like, "Dad, I think I need a dog," and pushed this little weird looking hairless dog on me, and I took her and we fell in love, and then she passed away. Now, after it broke my heart, and when Lily passed, like crushed. So either I'm never gonna have a dog again in life ever, or I'm gonna get another dog and try and heal up. But my problem was, it's like, what if I get this dog and I don't like this little dog, and then it's problems that I'm gonna mistreat the dog, it's gonna be foul, and I'm gonna be in a whole other area where it's not really deal with it. Turns out this dog is like Lily, but male. They look alike, the personalities are alike. This dog like saved that whole spirit. Bowie is best. It's amazing. I love him. Bowie is such a good boy. Yeah.
Yes, Bowie.
Wait, is Bowie there now?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay. All right. Just 3 more. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
It's the stuffing, but you have to have
Wait, I'm sorry. You have to have what?
gravy on the stuffing.
I'm all about that. Amusement park or day at the beach?
Day at the beach.
And lastly,
I love roller coasters, but I don't like crowds. It's hard.
Yep.
Heard you.
And last one, the first thing that comes to your mind, something pink.
Pussy!
You know, Khalil, that's a first on the show. And we thank
No,
you.
it's not, Justin.
Who said that?
Arlena.
Oh, you're right. She did. Erlina,
Right,
thank
right here, Arlena.
you and Erlina together. Thank you,
Okay.
Khalil.
That was amazing. So this game, shout out to my friend Jackie. When we were traveling out west, when we were like 13 with her parents, we were in the car for a very long time, and we came up with a game where you sing a song, and whatever lyric you stop on, whatever word you stop on, the next person has to come up with a song that has that word in the lyrics. Now, today, that may be known as song association, but me and Jackie was playing that before song association. But anyway, so I'm going to start, and then after me, Justin will go, and then after Justin, Khalil, you'll go. So, okay. I played this on Instagram because I was so excited for this show. So I'm going to go with, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like is your word, Justin.
Like
Like a virgin.
you got it.
First time. Like a
Time
virgin. Justin, you're out of your mind. Come on, you could have got that one, Justin. Come on.
I know. But I heard time, so I'm going time after time. If you call, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Waiting, Jay Lee. Or one of you. Waiting.
Oh, waiting.
Or wait.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait. What's the rest of that song? That's Hamilton. What happens after that? Wait for it, wait for it, wait. All I'm thinking is the next song that comes on in the track, and that's what we're singing. So I'm going to just say it. Khalil, your word is it.
It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. I don't know. I know it, but I don't know it.
Baby is your word.
Ooh, baby, love. Ooh, baby, loved way every day. Yeah. I want to be with you night and day.
Me?
Yeah.
Anybody?
A lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When I wake up in the morning, and my heart. All right. Hey, Khalil gonna end it on heart. What's your song for heart, Khalil?
Take us home.
It makes me feel so sweet.
Hey.
Heartbeat. Makes me feel so sweet.
Yes. I think we killed that.
All right, cool.
Around.
Okay, so our last game, real quick, culture tags. Have you heard of this game, Khalil?
No, I don't play games. I don't. Yeah, y'all. Games. Khalil,
You make moves.
Ain't
You
no
don't
play
play
no
games.
This is the game. It's called Culture Tags. Hashtag Culture Tags. Shout out to Culture Tags. They're great.
What you said, Justin?
We talked about this. How do you balance life? How do you balance your relationships? How do you balance your work and all this creativity and still have time for the ones you love? It ain't playing games, y'all. See, that's where you fucking up, Justin, right there. Playing all these damn games.
I think the way I deal with it is humor, and you're right up there. Humor.
That's right. Now this game can be quite humorous. It is by a Black woman named Unique Jones Gibson, and it is a spirited game that will test just how well you know the culture, meaning Black culture. So the game is simple. You grab a card, show your team the culture tag, which is an acronym. No, you won't. It's all right. You don't need no cards. And you're basically, we're going to give hints to help you guess the phrase without saying what it is. So I'm going to start. So I'm going to tell you the category. The category is Black Twitter, Khalil. So this is a phrase you would say, and probably will be doing this while you say it. And you'll say this when somebody says something crazy to you, and you say this to let them know the things that they will not be doing. So
you can capitalize, and it would be on Twitter. It would be, get the fuck out of here.
That's on me for not explaining. So it's like the first word begins with a W.
Okay.
So it's
what
so
I'm not gonna do is
there you go.
Yes. All right.
This is something your mama might say if you've been acting up and now you are scowling, and she might tell you to do this.
Fix your face.
Yes. This is a song, and the beat goes Mr. Usher Raymond. Y'all no nothing.
Look, I need my reading glasses to play this damn game. Y'all know.
Audience, if y'all know it, you put it in the comments.
Oh, that kid.
The next phrase is I'm in my drop top crew. Oh no, I said part of it. Never mind. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, and I didn't say part of the song. I meant to say the next word was cruising the streets, but
I've got easy ones. Hang on. This is an easy one. This is Family and Friends, and this is when like you're doing something in the back seat, and your mom can see it. She's saying I can see it, or your teacher. You're doing something in the classroom, and your teacher's gonna say, they're writing on the board, and they're gonna say something, and this is a warning. It's like, I can see what you're doing over there, but it's back. It's behind.
I got eyes in the back of my head.
Yep.
Okay. Oh no, not this way. This is from a movie. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. They say this all the time. They say, dun 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 dun. Bad boys for life. Anybody? See, the thing is that our group is in it's a delay, so I want the people in the audience to guess too.
Anyone in the audience, you got this. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And come for you.
We ride together, we die together. Amazing. Well, that rounds out our games. I think it's a tie all around. Khalil,
yes.
Thank you so much for visiting our show. We always end on our show with Pank freestyles. So the way it's where none of us are freestyle artists. Trust when we do this. It's just a grand old time for us to joyfully flop. But Jaylene's gonna give me a word inspiration. Then you'll give Jaylene a one-word inspiration. Then she'll give you one-word inspiration, and then we freestyle.
All right, cool. So, all songs, she getting ready like it is.
No, I know. So Jaylene,
I looked in the mirror and I saw my makeup wasn't good, so I had to reapply, and now I have makeup on my teeth. It's all good though.
I always got to go first because I stink at this. But go for it, Jaylene. Give me my word.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what did we talk about today? We talked about so many things. I'm gonna say your word, Justin, is pandemic, because we was talking about that. Pandemic.
Right.
Damn.
We're cooped up, locked up, wanting to get out. I hug my loved ones, but sometimes I want to shout. I need to go to the restaurant. I need to see my friends. It's tearing me up inside. I'm getting all the bends. I'm going to stop there. That's all the creativity I got. Okay. Jaylene, Khalil, can you give Jaylene a word?
Oh God.
Ghana.
Oh Lord. Okay. Oh Lord. Whew. Oh, okay. I'm thinking too much. Okay. You about to travel to Ghana. You're gonna have a good time. The joy that you're gonna feel in the motherland, I can't encapsulate in a rhyme. Just know that you're going to have a beautiful stay and you'll learn so much. You might feel like when you get there, you just want to get to your knees and to the ground, just touch.
Okay, Khalil, you ready to round us out? Jaylene's going to give you a prompt.
Okay, Khalil, what's going to be your word? I'm going to give you the word of joy because you brought us so much joy.
Wow, joy. How do you encapsulate the word joy? Maybe you can think about it as a child, want to play with a toy. Or you can walk around and look at a black boy. Hey, what's that noise? Fear? The street? A tear? Nah, that's joy.
Yes!
Yes. Oh.
I think we all killed it.
Oh, thank you so much. So before you go, Khalil, what should folks look out for from Khalil Kain? Let's display that, Jaylene.
Okay, yes.
Yes, please.
Lambs to Slaughter coming to Africa November 30th on streaming platforms.
Anwar Jameson, directed, written, and stars in Amazing Young Brother coming up.
And follow.
All down there.
All
Thank
that stuff.
you so much for coming to the show. It was a pleasure to have you on here, and our audience loved having you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khalil.
Love you, Jaylene.
Bye. Love you. Okay, bye. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. This was amazing.
It truly was, and really left me feeling very inspired, actually, about the current historical moment, how crazy our lives are as artists and actors, and I had a blast playing those games. Culture tags, we gotta get in on that. We are like brand representatives at this point.
I know. I still got lipstick on my teeth, y'all. I'm
It's
gonna
all
just
good.
wipe it
We
off.
don't see it. We don't see it.
Okay, good. Y'all, this was great. Next year.
Next year. Next week.
Nobody's
we have,
talking to you, Cheyenne.
next week, we have the one, the only Danielle Lene on our show.
Pew, 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 pew.
We're going to catch up with Danielle, see what Danielle has been up to, and hear about any upcoming projects. But I think that's it for the show. Do you have a proverb from me, Jaylene?
I do.
Be careful what you wish for, because you may ask it for something you don't want.
Even you couldn't read your own words.
can't even
It
read
sounds
my own
so crazy.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you're not following us on social media, please do. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at POPPA PANK. And
I
as always,
think that's about it. We gotta exit properly.
that's what I was going to say. technical difficulties tonight, and I think it has all to do with the rain outside. Whenever it rains outside, the internet goes, I don't know how to work.
Well, we thank you so much for tuning in to POPPA PANK. We had such a wonderful time talking with Khalil Kain. He dropped some gems. Don't be trying to balance every single thing because you can't. You got to just ride it out. Just ride it out. If stuff gets canceled and you feel like giving up, just stay in it. If you love it, just stay in it. This and more was shared in our episode. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch it again tonight, tomorrow, or whenever, because it will be up on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page. We thank you all who were in the comments and who just were loving on the show. We thank you. We thank you, Pank Papas. Thanks for bearing with us through all the sound difficulties and whatnot. We love y'all. Justin, have a good night.
You too.
And on that note, bye.
We got that Papa thing. We got that Papa thing. We got that Papa thing.